Okay, first of all, this is a talk for people that don't have a sense of self, with peace in the self. I want to just remind people, okay, that there's a lot of distraction that goes on in people's minds based on their thoughts regarding the outside world and their interactions with others. I want to just remind you that everything that you've experienced in your life that has been the result or the experience of interacting with other people in a society, in a city, in a system where you've been living, maybe a town or a city. Everything that you've been doing, that has revolved around fitting into the system, work. So, growing up in a certain place, within a family, or whatever, and then you've gone out, grown up in school, prepared your life in whatever level you have, for later on going to work, and then the whole idea of that, the money, and survival and money, and then the social construct, the interactions with others, and the whole idea of, it's all programming, or brainwashing, you could say, of some sort, where you've been told growing up about your surrounding culture and maybe a bit about other cultures too, but you've been told about your culture, past, present and future. You've been told what you need, or what you need to do, or what you don't need, or what you don't need to do, what's wrong, what's right, and that life is a competition and it's all a struggle. That's what a lot of people, I'm saying, have been told these things. And people live their day-to-day lives thinking about, even when they're not talking, or even when they're whatever they're doing, and it usually isn't nothing. Even if they're just sitting there, they're still working in their minds and talking with this voice in their mind and imagery. They are. It's like an echo. It repeats in their minds. They are basically repeating to themselves everything that they've been told, until there is no peace or freedom within themselves anymore, and they're just exhausted. And life just becomes this repetitive struggle and strain. And they believe in all of it. They believe in, everything that's told to them, or everything that they are told is hidden from them. So they are told that certain things are the way they are. They are told that certain things are true, and they are told that certain things are not true, or certain things are hidden. They're told all kinds of things, and they see the way that other people act. A lot of people in that same environment become very hostile, very uncomfortable. It's like a mental illness, instability in their thought, and from time to time, people, act out, and people make all kinds of mistakes. Now, life's about making mistakes, you might say, overcoming them, and fair enough. It should be about overcoming suffering too. But they believe in all the different hurdles that are put there, all the different challenges. They believe that the society and this man-made structure, this social construct, this system is real. They believe it's real. Laws symbols. It's all symbols, cultures and customs, rules, regulations, traditions. It's all made up. The way we speak, what's the popular thing now, what's okay now, what's not okay, what wasn't okay before, or what's not okay now but once was. The people somehow believe that they see the chaos in the world, the crazy stuff going on, but they somehow believe that human beings are becoming more intelligent and knowing more as we move along and becoming more intelligent. It's a constant echo chamber of confusion. And this echo chamber of confusion, people are focused on in the society, and they take that to bed with them every night. And a lot of people lose sleep over it. A lot of people are so exhausted from the noise, and they do not know how to switch it off. But if you can try to come to your human self and be peaceful in yourself and realize that everything is all made up, flags, languages, so many things, it's all made up really. And there's good and bad, and we do need to respect all cultures, yes, but we should respect all human beings, and all nature and human life and nature on the planet of Earth. And we should respect and value our own lives. It doesn't come easily when you're always trying to find a way to believe in yourself or to overcome the different challenges that are put there in front of you, and you tell yourself that you have to deal with this and deal with that. No. Everything is made of atoms, and everything is made of smaller things like quarks at the end of the day, and the science and the physics. I'm not going to go detailed into that stuff. I'm not an expert on that stuff, but the actual building blocks of our universe, we are made of this energy, this stuff, and we don't see that. We look around and we see this man-made world, we see buildings, but those buildings are made from materials, stone, bricks, wood, metal, glass, plastic, rubber, that make the doors, the door frames. You see metal, big signs, like gold-looking silver plaques on the wall, telling you that this is an important building and all that stuff. It's all symbols, it's all expressions of the mind, and people get so emotional, standing up and fighting for things, or believing that life is working day in, day out, like as if it has some meaning for this thing that we call money, which doesn't really exist at all. It doesn't exist. You are told that you need to earn a living. That means as opposed to a dying. If you want to continue living, then you have to spend your days and years trying to impress other people in the hopes that they may be impressed and want to give you a wage. And when they do give you your wage, you feel you're doing well. It's an illusion, and it's a lie. There's a lot of unfairness in the world. But first of all, look at what you've got, and you have to be true to yourself. Find peace within yourself, or realize that you never lost it. Just turn off the noise. Chuck out any. For a moment, you're going to have to come to yourself inside and chuck away things which are not you. Like chuck it to the side for a moment. Like taking a load of rubbish out of your room to realize the space that you can have, the peace. So that your mind can once again hear your own voice inside, or your own, and you can feel your own, just feel yourself, that you're comfortable in yourself, in whatever way that is. Don't be just a product and part of a machine which is burning itself out. Don't follow, the lost ones. You may be living in a society, in a city. So have I for many years. We may have to work to try to earn money and things like that. But you need to understand the truth of things, and you can have more peace in yourself. Organize your time well. Do things that really benefit you as a human being. Do things that make you happy as an individual person too. You may say you don't have time, but try to organize your time and energy well. You'll be surprised what you can do in this one chance while you're alive before you die. There are people in this world that do more with their lives, and you owe it to yourself, because let's say you don't get as many years to live on this planet like some people. Let's say you don't get respect or acceptance and acknowledgement from people, even when you try that extra bit harder. Let's say you travel the world and still don't find it. Let's say you do get your wages, but it's never going to be that much, money in your life that you earn. Well, you owe yourself the riches of at least not ignoring your human essence and what you are. There should be peace there. There is no competition. Every human being was born from their parents. Doesn't matter who they are, whether they're soldiers, whether they are the president, it doesn't make a difference. You shouldn't be lying in bed having to think about the confusion of the world and what people say to you and things like that. Try to sleep well and do some regular exercise. Of course, try to eat well, eat and drink well. Cut bad habits. You know what I mean? Those things that are bad for you. Don't just follow along with things just because people around you do. Regardless of if it's a work culture or a culture, whatever it is, be right to yourself, because the clothes we wear, the customs, the traditions, the festivals, whatever it is, the rituals, the routines, the habits, those things are just made up. It's psychological. You don't have to be stuck in a certain way. You don't have to be running around with your eyes closed and just following what people tell you. You can be observant. It doesn't mean you have to follow. It's never too late as long as you're alive. Keep your mind and body healthy. Peace is there. With peace and the right balance, you can, maintain some strength in you. You're going to need that.